In other assignments, they typically ask, so this is the examiners, they ask for the files to be sent as well. So in my previous video, I did say that you can use the online website builders as well. Please only use the ones that actually allow you at the end to download the files. I believe W3 Schools allows you to download the files. You should also speak to your teacher and ask if this is a unit which is going to be sent off to the examiners, sent off to Pearsons. Typically speaking, I remember doing Unit 4 recently, and they did ask for the Python files. And other units, they've randomly asked for stuff as well. So please only use websites that allow you to download the HTML files. Only use websites which allow you to download all your resources into a nice folder. So when you're ready to test it on your own PC and away from the internet, it works perfectly fine. Now, a website like W3 Schools, because it gets you to actually write all the code yourself, that's perfectly fine. Everything should work okay. But the other websites, because they're drag and drop interfaces, it might not work as well. Now, speak to your teacher again, and if necessary, ask them to contact Pearsons and ask Pearsons if they will require the HTML files or they just want to see the designs and the end result. As you can see from the title of the video, this one is going to be all about creating a banner. Now, mine is not going to be anything special, but it's going to be me creating from scratch. Sometimes in some units, maybe not this one, they do want you to show your design steps, your design process of everything. This could be showing how you actually developed it as well. In my design sections, I didn't actually have a design for banners, something I totally forgot about. But if you want, what you can do is just do a quick mock-up in this. So this is what I want my banner to roughly look like and add it to your designs. But for me, I'm just going to show you how I'm going to make it. So I am on my Google Drive. And what I'm going to do on my Google Drive is use a completely free program that they have. So when you go to new, you see a drop down list here of quite a few things. You see file upload, folder upload, Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides, Google Forms. If you go to the one that says more, you're going to see quite a few more things. Now, I have actually gone in and connected more apps. You don't need to do that. This one that says Google Drawings should be more than enough to create a nice, basic, simple logo. So, again, log into your Google Drive, create a folder or open it wherever you want, and then you simply go to New, and then you go down to More, and then go over to Google Drawings. After you click on that, this is what comes up. The first thing I'm going to do is to change the name of it. Now, as you can see here, it says Untitled Drawing. I'm going to change this to Banner version 1. Click OK. The next thing I might want to change is my resolution. Now, a typical banner resolution is going to be 1024. So let me write that out. So 1024 by something like, let's just say 200 as a basic example, okay? Doesn't have to be this. You can make yours anything you want within reason. So let me close this. I'm going to change my size of my thing here, of my stage or my background. So these polka dotted things, that's my background. I'm going to go to File. I'm going to go to Page Setup. I'm going to click on where it says Standard 4.3. I'm going to put Custom. When I put Custom, I'm going to change this to pixels because I know pixels more than I know anything else here. I know pixels, so I'm going to do 1024. What did I say? By like 200-ish. Let's make this 250. Actually, yeah, let's make this 250 so I have some room to work with at the bottom as well. And as you can see, what it's done is given me a wider screen view of the same thing. So now I can start adding the stuff I want. Now, I know that I'm going to add something that says GTA, right? Because I'm making a game about my website about Grand Theft Auto. So the first thing I want to do is go to Insert, and I can choose from either text box, I can choose shape, I can choose table, I can choose anything from here. But what I want to choose is word art, because with word art, it gives it a nicer look in my opinion. So I'm going to just put GTA there. So after I click on word art, let me do that one more time. Go to Insert, go down to where it says word art, and then it's going to pop up with that box. And we're going to type GTA, press enter, it comes up here. Now this looks very boring, very dull. I'm going to put this to the very left. What I can do from here is actually change the font. So this is Arial, as you can see here, it says Arial font. I'm going to click on that arrow next to Arial and change it to something a bit more gamery looking. I don't know which one to choose exactly. You can scroll down and choose whatever you want. Maybe Russo one looks, yeah, this looks a bit more Grand Theft Auto gamer looking ish. So I'm going to leave that one there. And then what I might do, just have images going across here of the different Grand Theft Auto games. The way I'm going to do that, I'm just going to go onto, not YouTube, Google. And the first one was probably GTA 3 wallpaper. Let's look for wallpaper. Let's try that. Let's go to images here and then just choose the thing you like. Now, if yours is about music, find a music one. If yours is about gaming, find a gaming one. Whatever your thing is about, choose that one. I'm going to try to choose something with no nudity and no guns because this is YouTube. I don't want them to block the video from being monetized or anything like that. So this one looks all right. This is the main guy from GTA, so I can probably choose him. So let me just click on this one here. Now, I always recommend, always recommend referencing your images. So in a document somewhere, maybe in your design document, you can have a document showing what you're doing. You can have a document detailing where you got all your images, or where we have, let's see if I still have it open. It says P4, produce a website for an intended purpose and audience. You can put all of that stuff in here. So what I might actually do is show my development process and how I've done each thing to get to my end result. So let me go back to my OneDrive and create a document there, or add to my document already, showing how I did each step. Back onto Google, not Google Drive, OneDrive now. I'm going to go to New. I'm going to go to Document. So again, this is me producing my website. So this is for part C, me producing my website. I'm just doing this here because I want to have a separate document. Would you like to standard document? Yes. I'm going to change the layout of this. I always go to Layout, go to Margins, and choose Narrow just because. And I believe this is P3, sorry, P4. It's going to leave that there. This could be heading 1, let's say. And on the heading 1, I need to produce a website for an intended audience and purpose. Now, what I would probably do at this stage is copy into this document the requirements I had earlier so that I know what I'm doing. I know that I can always refer to that. So let me go back to design, my design document, which is this one. I think I have the requirements somewhere down here. Okay, so I'm going to highlight all of this, copy it, and paste it into my new document. And this is my list of requirements. Now, let me just say something. Even if in your requirements you've gone really outlandish and done some crazy stuff, say, oh, I'm going to make a website that searches Google, gets me the results, then it goes to Ask Jeeves, gets the results from there, then gets the results from Yahoo News and comes back. If you don't finish all of that, that is okay. It's not the best idea in the world to go outlandish and say crazy things that you're going to do, which you know you're not able to, but it's okay. Reason being, when you come back to do the rest of it, you need to review to the extent to which the website meets the client's requirements. If it doesn't meet the client's requirements, that's fine for this first part. So we're going to have two versions again of our website. One that's not very well optimized, for example, and then it says for M3, we have to optimize the website to meet clients' requirements. What that means is to optimize something is to make it somewhat better, to make it better. Either to make it load faster, make the images slightly sharper or slightly smaller so it does load faster. Whatever you think you can do to improve the performance, mostly performance of that website. Typically, when people say optimize, it's never down to the visuals, it's never down to how it looks, it's typically down to how it runs. So if you realize that your website takes, I don't know, an extra second to load, maybe remove some of your images or make the image files smaller, or remove some of your videos, and rather than using the actual videos, have a link that goes to YouTube or a link that goes to a different website rather than having the video load on your website directly. If you don't finish everything, that's fine, because it says here demonstrate individual responsibility, creativity, and effective self management. Effective self management is essentially project management, so Unit 9. If you have not managed your time properly, you can say, oh, I didn't finish all these tasks because I didn't know how to manage my time really well. If you don't have the level of skill to do it, that's another thing you can say, well, the website requirements were not all met because the level of skill I needed to do this thing, this feature I liked was more than I had time to learn. That's fine as well. So let me go back to my document here. And the first thing I'm going to do is to create banner. Now, I think I'm doing overkill for this. This is not something you need to do, but I'm going to do it anyway, just because it teaches you guys an extra step on how to do things as well. And there's no downside in you doing this. The examiner will not mark you down because you've gone into too much depth. It's when you don't give enough depth that you get marked down. So I'm creating my banner. This is stage 1 of my banner. So what I'm going to do is maybe just do a screenshot. So I do a screenshot of this, and I'm just going to paste this in my document. Oh, where is it? Not there. It's going to be this one. So let me close this one now. Creating banner. This is the first thing I've done, right? That's the first thing. Then I'm going to show each step until my banner is finished. So let me go back to my banner now. I know this is a bit long-winded, but let me go back to my banner, which is here. And I said I needed a GTA 3 image. Again, reference, 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 reference every image you grab. So I'm going to get this image here. I'm just going to right click. I'm going to do copy image, and I'm going to paste it on my banner first. My image is there. The next thing I'm going to do is probably go back to my image. I'm going to copy link address. Copy link address. Yeah, here we go. Copy link address. You can save this image as well, so you don't have to do what I did. You can save it as well, but I don't need to save it right now. I'm only creating my banner online. It's only when you're doing stuff offline that you need to save your image. I'm going to go to my document. I'm going to use image GTA 3 image. Right now, I might have, oh, that's a really short link as well. I might have a section at the end that has all my links, but I'll just put it here for now. Any which way you think you want to reference is perfectly fine. Reference how you want to reference. I'm going to go back to my thing here now. After I've pasted my image there, let me grab the Grand Theft Auto 4. No, GTA 3 Vice City. Is it Vice City? Yes, Vice City, then San Andreas. So I'm going to go GTA Vice City wallpaper, right? Grab a nice image from this as well. This is Tommy Vercetti. The guy who played him actually died recently. His name was Ray Liotta. He passed away recently, so yeah. I'm going to grab this image as well. Right click, copy image, paste it here. I'll move this around in a second. Go back to it, right click, copy image, copy link address. I'm going to put this in my document so I know where I got the image from. So the examiner, GTA Vice City image, right? The examiner can never come and say, well, I mean, I don't think you have enough detail because you didn't actually show where you got the images from. You didn't show how you made the banner. You didn't show where the banner came from, referencing stuff. Because I'm making it myself, I don't have to reference the banner itself, but I reference other things that come on the banner. And then the next one's probably going to be San Andreas, which is my favorite. GTA San Andreas. Best Grand Theft Auto game still to date. Let's choose nice one with CJ up front. That's Caesar. That's not CJ. A lot of guns in this one. I don't want to use anything with that. So let me just use this one. All right. Oh, this is the remake. So right click again, copy image, go back to here and paste it. Now you don't have to make a banner the way I'm making it. You could make a very, very, very simple text banner. So if your website is about news, you could just type, let's say you're Sky Sports News. You could just type Sky Sports News as your text, make it look fancy, change the colors, and that's it. You're done. You don't have to do what I'm doing. But because I want mine to look crazy and outlandish, I'm going to do that, right? Next, I'm going to, what did I need to do? Copy the link address, go back to my document. I'm going to say GTA San Andreas link. Now, I could do stuff like Vice City Stories and Liberty City Stories, but I'm going to stick to the main Grand Theft Auto games. Let me grab GTA 4 as well. GTA 4. Let me put wallpaper. GTA 4 wallpaper. Let's go to images. Mr. Nico Bellic. Let's see if I can find him in a suit anywhere. Nope, nowhere. Actually, let me use this guy because I think he's Jamaican. I don't remember his name. Joseph or something like that. So I'm going to use him. I think it's this guy. But anyways, I'm just going to use this person. Copy image. I'm going to go back to my thing, paste it here. I'm going to go back to the image again, right click, copy link address, and put that link address in my document. So I have everything again, GTA 4 image, paste my link. Let's close this one. Let's do GTA 5 wallpaper. And from here, which one am I going to choose? Let's choose Lamar. I think this is Lamar. Yep, I believe so. Let's copy that image. paste it on my thing here. I'm going to go back and I'm going to copy the link address as well so I can have it for my document. So GTA 5 image, paste it there. Okay, so now I can start playing with what I want my images to look like. I have my references here for each one. If you don't like the links in your document, I actually don't like these showing up in my document sometimes. So what I would do, let me show you, I would do GTA 5 image. And what you could do, you highlight the actual text. After you've highlighted the text, you can press Control on your keyboard and press K for kilo. This thing is going to pop up and you can actually turn that text into a hyperlink. So where it says enter link, you would simply paste, or right click, or right click doesn't work. To paste it, the shortcut is Control, CTRL on the left side of your keyboard or the right side, and V for Victor. After you've pasted it, you click Insert and done. So this is now your link. You don't have to have all of this. You just have this as your link. And they do the same thing when they want to click on it. They press Control, the hand thing comes up, and they can click on the link and it takes them to where the image is. So let's grab that. There we go. Same image. All right, so I'll leave that in there just so you guys can see it. I'm going to go back to my image again. Let me move these down. I want to go in order, so I'm going to go GTA 3 first. I don't know how I'm going to do this yet, so maybe bring this over. I'm going to send this to back. So I'm going to do order, send to back, or send backwards, whichever one you want. That sends it all the way to the back. What I might do is have one of these shapes that hides this part of the image, so make it have a little fancier look, I would say. Insert, shape, and I'm going to probably go to this one here, the parallelogram. Yep, that's probably a good one to have. Something like this. Now, I am not a person that does graphics, that likes graphics, or knows how to do graphics. I will not lie and tell you that I do. But let's see what I can get done here. After GTA 3, we're going to have Vice City. Where's Vice City? Ray Liotta. Where are you, Mr. Ray? Right click. Let's bring this one to front. So I'm going to right click on it. When something is behind like this and you want to move it to the front or the back, you right click, you go to order, and you go to bring to front or bring forward. Because I want this one at the very front, I'm just going to bring to front for now, and it puts it in front of everything else. Right? I'm going to do the same type of shape thing over here to try and hide that one. I actually don't know if I can, maybe I can cut this in the shape I want. So let's try. When you click on the image and you want to crop it in a shape, you click on the crop tool here, but right next to it you have mask image. Oh, you can actually, that's perfect. There we go. I didn't even need to do anything. So that worked out perfectly. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back actually. Let me go back. Let me move this over. Let me actually crop this image before I've done that to get rid of the Grand Theft Auto 3 thing here. So just click on the normal crop thing. Bring this in. I want to get rid of that text. That text is pointless. I want to get rid of this part over here as well. That's kind of pointless to make the image smaller so the others will fit. I'm going to then click on the image again. Go to where it says crop image. On the arrow next to it where it says mask image, I'm going to click on that. Go to shapes and go to, well, for me, the parallelogram. But whatever shape you want to use, it really doesn't matter. Use what shape you're comfortable with. And that's it. That's actually a nice look. And then I would do the same thing with GTA 3. Where's Vice City? Here. I'm going to crop off some of Vice City. So again, I've highlighted it, clicked on it to highlight it. I'm going to click on the crop image thing here. I think you can right click as well and do crop if I'm not mistaken. Right click, cut, copy, paste, da 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 da. Yeah, crop image. Here we go at the very bottom. Bring this in to wherever you deem fit. Now I'm showing you how to make my banner. You don't have to make my banner. Make whatever banner you want, but hopefully some of these skills I'm showing you can be transferred to making yours. Click on that one. Click on this one. Go to shapes. Well, this one. I keep saying this one and that one. Click to highlight. Go over to where the crop icon is. Click on the arrow next to the crop icon that says mask image. That's going to change the shape. We're going to go to shapes. Choose whatever shape you want. For me, it's going to be parallelogram. Now, when I do this, they should lock up nicely. No, they do not. But that's all right because what I can do is just do something like that. That's fine. Once I hide the white space, that's fine. When I export this image, it's going to have just the stuff that you see within that checkered box. Nothing outside of it is going to show. So even if my image is, let's say, big, it doesn't matter. Once my guys or my people show up, I'm okay. After that, we have the best game in the world, San Andreas. I'm going to bring this to front, right click, order, bring, where is it? Bring to front. There we go. I'm going to crop off some of this car over here. I don't need all of that. I'm going to do crop as normal. So highlight it again, click on the crop icon, just a normal one, and drag into where I don't want. Somewhere there is probably okay to be. Oh, didn't want to shrink that. It's crop. Wait until the arrow comes up properly. There we go. Crop on this side as well. And we're good to go. I'm going to click on it one more time to highlight it. I'm going to go back to where it says crop. I'm going to go over to where it says mask image, shapes, for me, parallelogram. Ooh, maybe not. I didn't crop that the best way because his head is cut off. So let me go and do that again. To undo, you can go to edit. You can go undo, edit, undo, or you can use a shortcut. For me, it's going to be Control, CTRL, and Z, or Z. I think on a Mac, it's Command and Z, but they do exactly the same thing. So when I crop this image, I need to save a bit more of this side, I would say. Maybe I can crop a bit more of this side away because his head is going to get cut off, and you definitely don't want that. Well, I don't want that. Click on it, go to crop image, click on the arrow, mask image, shapes, and go to that thing there. Again, this might be me being really excessive and this might not be required, but this is stuff that I think you should know how to do anyway. And if you create your own resources, that's going to show an extra level of dedication to the examiner. Oh, this person actually sat and created a banner. It doesn't have to be this detailed. What I might do after this is show you how to do a normal banner with just text. Let me get rid of that image. And after that, we have GTA 4. I'm going to do this one quick. It's going to be the same process. So let me speed this part of the video through and you guys can just see how I've done it. All right, so after I've added these images, I've cropped them in the shape of a parallelogram. Just going to add a few more effects to make my banner stand out a little bit more. What I might do is maybe insert, shape, let's do a rounded rectangle or something like this. I like this one. Draw it and let's make it more rounded. I'm going to put this behind the Grand Theft Auto text and maybe change the color to black. So maybe let's make it a bit bigger. When I do that, so right click again to order, send to back, or let's maybe not send to back, send backward. Order, send backwards, or let's bring the GTA one in front actually. That would probably be easier. So click on the GTA text. This is me again, and do order, bring to front, and I'm going to change the background of this one. So I go to fill color here at the top. Maybe make it a gradient. I don't know. Whichever works for you is fine. I'm going to say gradient and make it look like this. And maybe make the GTA text is typically blue, I think. So I'm going to do fill color again for the text. I'm going to go to gradient. And let's do something along the lines of this. No, this doesn't look great. I repeat, I am not a graphics person. I have no interest in graphics. I have no graphic skill whatsoever. This is the best I can do, honestly. But maybe this is even necessary. I honestly don't know. Do whatever you think is good for you, and we should be good. I like to have a border around my thing. So let me do insert, shape. Let's go to rectangle. Let's just put a border around this. Right. This is going to be at the front initially. Oh, yeah, what I'm going to do is where it says fill color, I'm going to choose transparent. So to make it have a single line, I'm going to click on the lines here. That gives you the thickness of the line you want. And I'm going to make this line about 6. Oh, that's too much. 16 is too much for me. Make it about 4. So this is going to give this image a really nice border, I think. Let's make it about 8 so that it's thicker on both sides. And then I can give this a color of GTA-ish color. So if I do border color, something to make it pop a bit more orange. I don't know. Again, I'm not good at graphics, so please don't judge me. I'm just trying to show you how to use this piece of software to create something that you might want to create. You know what? Maybe I'll just actually get rid of this thing here. Okay, so because the box is over it, even though the middle part is transparent, I have to move it to get the stuff behind, or I can right click on this again, go to order, and send this to back. So it's at the very back now. I can click on this, get rid of that. Maybe I don't need that. Maybe I need a different color for this. So maybe make the fill color a yellowish color. Guys, I don't know. Do what you want. Okay? Make whatever you want. What else do I need? Maybe I need to fill this area here with something. Fill the back of the text here. So maybe I can right click background color. No, background color. Let's make this fill color then. Black. That could work. That's all right. It will do what it needs to do. I think I'm done with the banner now, right? This video has been very long. I'm going to right click on this, order, bring to front. That won't work. Let's bring everything else to the back, or send everything else backwards. Right click, order, send backwards. That's not working properly. In any case, I'm going to fix this and come right back. This is a weird one. So what I might do is actually copy this. So leave that one at the back, copy it, have one at the front, and move everything else into that one. So let's bring all of this to the front. Let's order again, bring to front. It's going to be in front of it still. I'm going to put this one over it and make the color of this one transparent. So if I do fill color, transparent, and maybe bring this one to the front. So order, bring to front, and put this over the image. That should be all right, right? That's more or less it. Now, the funny thing is this looks really janky and really awkward, but when I download it, it's going to crop out the stuff that was not on the checkerboard section, right? So when I go to file and I go to download, let's do PNG. Always do PNG for me anyway because it's better quality than JPEG. And I click on it. This is actually what you see. That's not too bad. Actually, I've missed out the A. All right, so let's bring this to front then. Let's move this one more time. Right click on the text, do order, bring to front, and that should be all right now. Fingers crossed. I think that's in the middle somewhere-ish. Let's try that. So I'm going to go to file again, go to download. Now we have quite a few options here. You're going to want to use JPEG, PNG, or SVG. SVG is going to give you the best quality because the quality never deteriorates. It doesn't matter how much you scroll in or zoom in, sorry. But typically speaking, you want PNG or JPEG, most likely PNG. They are bigger than JPEGs typically, but they hold a lot more detail. When I click on it, this is what it looks like. I still need to put these things behind. Okay, I'm going to fix that off screen, but this is how you would create a decent looking banner. Now, when we put this into DreamWeaver, we can shrink this and change the size, make it bigger, make it smaller, whatever you want to do. That's my banner there created. I think I fixed that issue. So again, just to use it, I'm going to save it in my folder that I created in my very first video, and I'm going to save it under where it says images. Banner version 1 is completely fine. Now, this is going to seem weird, but let me show you guys something quickly. When I go to File, Download, let me go to my Downloads folder first and delete what I don't need. Don't need this. I'm going to go to File, Download. I'm going to grab a JPEG one, and I'm also going to grab a PNG one as well. When I go back to my Downloads folder, If we look at this, the PNG file is 453 kilobytes. That's very, very small to us anyway. But the JPEG one is 48 kilobytes. So let's just round this off to 550. So that one's 500 kilobytes and that one's 50 kilobytes, right? This file is 10 times larger than this one. Perfectly fine again. But let me open them. So this is the JPEG, right? This is the PNG. Sorry, this is the PNG, this is the JPEG. I'm going back and forth, right? I actually can't tell which is which looking at both of them like this. There's no way for my stupid human eyes to tell. So when we actually come to optimize our website, make it load faster, make things just run quicker, what I'm going to cheat slightly. I'm going to use a PNG image now for everything. But then when it comes to optimizing, I'm going to change it and use a JPEG image. It's kind of cheating, I know, because you're not supposed to really do this, but this is a really good way to optimize your website. So rather than loading, so someone goes to your website and they have to load this one image, it loads 500 kilobytes, 500, versus loading 50 kilobytes for the same, well, the relatively same image anyway. That's what I'm going to do. Now that I've done my decent looking banner, I'm going to show you how to just do a quick text banner. You might know how to do it already from the stuff that I've just shown you, but let me just show it anyway. I'm going to go to new. I'm going to go to more on Google Drive, Google Drawings. Your banner does not have to be extravagant. You just need to make something decent. Again, I'm going to call this one banner 2 version 1. Go to file, go to page setup. I'm going to change this from 4 by 3. I'm going to go to custom. I'm going to click on where it says centimeters and change this to pixels. I'm going to want 1024. I think the other one was 250. Oh, I made it too big actually. 250 or whatever it was. This is my banner size here. I'm only going to use text for this one. Make it look a bit funky, right? Insert, word art, GTA. Change the font type. I think it was Russo 1 or something like that. I'm going to make this side really big. And on the other side, I'm just going to have maybe just a few images. Actually, let's leave it as text. Let's keep it very simple. What can I have over there? Best game in the world, or just have something over there. I don't know. See the evolution. See the evolution. Maybe put that down there. So to move the text down one line, when you press enter, this happens, right? So it actually puts the text on one single line. Let me change the font size here. How do I do that again? I think I just shrink it actually. Grab the side and shrink. Move it in. Oh, that's horrible. Let me do that one more time. So press shift on your keyboard and hold it down, and it will shrink to that same aspect ratio. Drag it over. Press shift. Go to the corner. Drag it in. Press shift again. Go to the corner. Drag it in. I'm going to double click on this. Where it says evolution, I'm going to go back, and before I move down, press enter. I'm going to press shift first, press enter, and then after that, press enter again. It's going to put it on two separate lines. So this should fit on this corner here. Press shift again to drag it in, and there we go. We have some text over there. Drag it in some more to about there. That seems all right to me. I mean, this is your banner. Obviously, we're going to change the color. So let's make the fill color. Let's make the line color transparent first. We don't want a line, let's say. Let's make the fill color a gradient. I don't know. Let's just use whatever this is. Let's put the line color back actually to black. Do this one as gradient, and let's make this one reddish. No, that's a horrible red. Purplish. Yeah, that's fine. Doesn't really matter that much. And this is your banner. Now again, it looks really awkward here, but when you download it, it's going to look completely different. If you want to change the background color as well, that's fine. You right click on that checkered section, you go to where it says background, you can either choose the normal colors which we have here, or you can go over to gradient again and choose a different gradient color. Maybe that one. That looks horrible, but that's fine. I'm going to go to file. I'm going to go to download PNG. I'm going to download the JPEG as well, actually, just to show you guys the file size comparison. JPEG as well. Let me go to my downloads folder here. This is the new one. Okay, this one isn't as bad. So let me do refresh here. That's fine. So my PNG file is, let's say, 80 kilobytes. And my JPEG file is 30 kilobytes. Not bad. Two and a bit times much more data. That's all right. That's doable. When I come down here, I can view them side by side. Again, I cannot tell the difference. I can't see which one is which. Your eyes might be better than mine, but both of these are usable. So when we come to make our website more efficient, more optimized, sorry, we're going to swap out the PNG files and use JPEG files to make things a lot smaller. But keep in mind, JPEG files actually have a solid black or white background when you import them onto Dreamweaver, whereas PNG files, you can have the transparent background. So you can actually have the gaps on here completely transparent. So you can put this image in front of another image and you can see through this image. But we're not going to concern ourselves with that now. This is how I would create a banner. Nice, quick, and easy. It's taken me more than half an hour because I've had to stop and explain and do all of that stuff. But once you jump into this program, it's very easy. Just do a simple text one. Simple text one. Let me show my Word document again. This is where I started with my very first banner. These were all the images I added. This was where I got it to afterwards. And maybe what I should do is show my end result. So let me go back to my banner version 1. Did I download this? I did. What I can do is just drag in. Let's drag in the PNG, the better quality one. And there we go. That's my end result. That doesn't look horrible. It's not the greatest banner in the world, but it's fine like this. This is how I would create a banner. Completely free program. Completely free. Quick and easy. Yours doesn't have to look like this. This took me a while. Yours could be a 5-minute job. Yours can look like this, and that's perfectly fine. You created something. I'm going to also use this program to create my rollover buttons, right? I'm going to explain in the next video what rollover buttons are, how they typically look, and then how to create them. So stay tuned for that one as well.